What makes one head of lettuce better than another? At Kroger, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best will do. That means not every leafy green leaves the field, and not every grape makes the grade. So when you shop Kroger, you know it's not just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Get more ways to save at the Buy 5 or More Save $1 each sale. Just buy 5 or more participating items and save $1 each with card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
We got a lot to uncover.
Want to save a lot on your energy bills? Want to have some fun?
Tonight,
Well, with the DTE Interactive Home, you can do both. From the attic to the basement, bedroom to backyard, the Interactive Home has tips, tools, programs, and products to save money in every room of the house. It's one of the few ways you can have fun and save money at the same time. Visit DTEinteractivehome.com today. DTE.
All right.
Oh, He say, she say, we say, I say, hearing out them points of views when I see it my way. Yes it goes, yes it knows, maybe so's, probably not. Points of views when I see it. Your rules and wants is how you rock. Politicians and religions on your house, or are you renting? Is you married? Is you single? Meta interest when you mingle. Turn out to be someone you into. So how long before the bed get wrinkled? Children when they tripping. Is it time out or do you whip them? Opinions and decisions, hunches, intuitions, may or may not get it, cause people's experience different. Check the prejudice at the door. Speak your mind, you give the flow. Tell the truth if it's sweet or sour, cause the hour we spitting that fire.
Woo-hoo-hoo! What's going on? What's going on? Y'all all right today? All right, so I've been gone for 10 days. I came back this morning. I'm coming back this night. I'm trying to make it up to you guys. I'm trying to make it up. And I'm going to make it up with you because I'm well rested, right? I should be, right? Because I've been gone. I've been just dropping videos on you guys and clip and snippets and stuff and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been on here like that. So I got to use my phone because the monitors are far back, okay? So I'm going to use my phone to acknowledge you guys because it's like right here. Even with glasses on, you know, it's like right here, you know. So we going to do it like that. I still, you know, I'm still testing this, okay? All right? I hadn't perfected it from this morning to this evening. So, you know, we going to have to do it the way we did it this morning, okay? So I want y'all to know that. I hadn't perfected it from this morning. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't perfected it. So I want to make sure that I acknowledge you guys, okay? Maria, Galatian, Dom K, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, Ivan, grand jurist, Tamisha, how you doing? Shandy, Robin, Sweets, AP, what's going on, baby? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Joanne, all right. Serene, yes. Jana, come on in here. Penelope, all right, come on in here. Lynn, that's what I'm talking about. S2, yes, I see you. Shannon, Stephanie, all right, I see y'all. And Leona, that's right, I see you. If it was 30 of you in here, or rather it was one of you in here, okay, it's enough for me to come live. That's right, it's enough, because we got to break this down, y'all. Now, I want to get something. I want people to understand me. Please, make sure you hit the like button, okay? If you like this channel, make sure you subscribe, okay? Hit the notification bell, okay? Make sure you do that. My mod done put in my information. You can email me, okay? You know what I'm saying? May not get to you right away, but I eventually try to get to you, all right? I still owe my mod shirts, and they've been waiting a half a year. Trust me, they know it'll come eventually. If you like to support the channel, you can always Cash App. The same as PayPal. Everything is Spittinfire. You know what I mean? So I try to make it easy. You know what I'm saying? My email is spittinfire18@gmail.com. And that's the year, 1818 was the year that I launched Spittinfire, me and my co-host, okay? At the time, I had a co-host, yes. Yeah, for some of you who've been with me for 3 years, you know this. We're going to get into some stuff. You know, I'm not going to be wasting 20 and 30 minutes buttering up, okay? One Pap. Hey, how you doing, One Pap? Thank you for coming over. Hey, child. That's what's up. I've been gone for a minute and been missing Stephanie. Shannon, welcome back. Lynn, hey, Priscilla. Ooh, all y'all came in here quick. Diane, all right. Okay, all y'all came in here quick past me. All right, y'all came here real quick. Okay, so we're going to be going back down some memory lanes. I'm playing a lot of clippings tonight. And so I want to say something. Okay, I want to say something. First, I want to shout out to everybody who participated in the rally for the last 2 days in New York on behalf of R. Kelly, whether it's one person or whether it's 1,500 people. It's always a success to me, because you always be able to exercise your First Amendment right. People always want to put emphasis on quantity, okay, instead of people standing up for what they believe in. So you don't have to have a large quantity to stand up for what you believe in. Really, trust me. Also, so shout out to all those who participated. Shout out to all those who donated, okay? Shout out to you, okay? Shout out, I'm quite sure Daddy Lolo appreciated it. Shout out to Daddy Lolo for putting this together. Shout out to him, you know what I mean? So we gotta make sure we do this. Now, what I want people to understand is, I got some emails since this morning, and I want people to understand is, I'm not an R. Kelly blogger, okay? I am a person that support R. Kelly and Bill Cosby because I feel like they've been done wrong in our justice system, okay? So I want to get that understood. And if you've done wrong in our justice system, you got my support. I also believe men are under attack, okay? Men. And that's just more than R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. That's the athletes and the rappers. I believe they're under attack for their finances, okay? And I believe these women liberation movement, or with the help of all the other organizations, is behind it, okay? And I think it's wrong. I don't think you need to tear down something to push your agenda or your narrative or what it is you work for. Like, in other words, I don't believe all women. I shouldn't have to discredit men to take a stance for women, okay? And vice versa with any of the alternative and everything else. I shouldn't have to get rid of being a man or a woman just to satisfy someone who want to be called non-pronoun. You get what I'm saying? So, and we've been doing it this way like forever. It's okay. So I just want to say that. Second of all, there's a lot of people, that say, we don't know what happened with these girls in R. Kelly. We don't, because we weren't there. We was not there. They are absolutely right. We were not there. But here on Spittinfire. I don't say nothing. I speak on the law. I speak on logic and common sense. And I let those words that they say, them. See, the thing is, people get mad at you when you put and spew back what they said out of their own mouth. And they don't like it. But you said it. You said it. I'm not making up this commentary. The videos I show, these people got on here and said the things that they said. They did it. The people get on social media and say the things that they say. You get what I'm saying? Social media works both ways. You can get on here and you can make somebody look bad. And then somebody can turn around and make you look bad. That's why I try not to make nobody look bad. I try to just get on here and do what I want to do. But that's a blade that cut both ways. And see, people get mad when you expose people of the things that they said. Like earlier today, I showed the video with DJ Tyson and the father. Now, he went in front of the whole world on Gayle King and said all of this about R. Kelly. But then when he got with a blogger about 7 months later, it was a whole total different thing. And yet a man is detained on the words that you spew out here. So that's important. Those are important. You know, you got to watch what you say. And see when you, hey, look, I'm not saying nobody's a lie, but if you ain't being truthful, it's hard to remember all the things you have said, especially when you say it publicly. Especially when. So, we gonna be talking about some things. Let's get right to this, okay? So, I want to get into this first. I want to explain what this is, okay? This here is a scale. One is even, and one is lopsided. The one is lopsided means there's some injustice. The one is even means it's blind. We hadn't gotten the evidence and everything else yet. We don't know how it's going to balance. We don't know if it's going to favor the defense or the prosecution or the government. And what's in the middle holding it is supposed to be blind, non-biased. You see those two scales right there? This is what I have been talking about since I've covered this R. Kelly and this Bill Cosby situation. Injustice. Justice. I talk about cultural obligation. For those of you who are new, you're going to know what cultural obligation means in due time. For those of you who've been rocking with me for 3 years, you already know. Some of you have been believing the media. And that's okay if you believe the media. But I'm just going to tell you and show you what the media didn't tell you. And it's up to you to still believe them if you want to. You can believe all women if you want to, or you can believe the girls if you want to. You can believe the cliche, all of them can't be lying if you want to. You can believe that. I don't understand, because I have never seen, let's think about this for a minute. Okay, let me get back to me.
He say, she say, we say.
All right. So, have you noticed that every time they want to get a celebrity up on some charges, it's always a multiple women? You mean to tell me that it's always a multiple women? Like, they become rich and they always overnight turn into a serial predator. You notice that? You guys, I mean, it's not about belief or innocent right here. Listen to what I'm telling you. When a man becomes a celebrity, just notice it in the news for those of you who believe the media and believe the women, okay? But have you ever thought that, damn, every time somebody get hemmed up on sexual assault, It's always all these other people. So you mean to tell me, so every time somebody come out and claim, make allegations towards somebody of sexual assault, you mean to tell me it's always a slew of women coming forward after so long? So all these serial predators, just after when they become rich. You notice that? Don't nobody notice that but me? Like, I'm the only one that notices these things. Like, damn. How come it ain't just one person? How come every time somebody get charged with an allegation, it's a slew of women coming forward? They go from being an allegation to now they're a serial sexual predator. Even Tiny and T.I. Y'all don't think that's weird? I'm just saying. I just thought that was weird. Who else think that was weird? Y'all don't think that's weird? That every time, it ain't never just like, say for instance, I'm gonna pick somebody in the chat. Shannon. I know you a perfect gentleman, Shannon. So Shannon, you rich. You rich. And you famous. Even if you ain't famous, well, you could be, okay, we're going to put you on some fame. Or if you ain't famous, you well known. And I charge your ass with a sexual mishap. You worth $500 million. How many other women, ain't nobody said shit up until my ass come along. Okay, you gave me the time of your life and then you dumped me and I'm bitter at you, Shannon. Okay, I'm bitter at you because you don't rock my world and then leave me, Shannon, okay, for the next thing. You don't do that to me. So I'm finna go and I'm finna put some charges on your butt. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna put some charges on you, Shannon. How many women, Shannon, do you really think, Shannon Lewis, if you rich, if you worth $500 million, and whatever we had is gone, whether we had a fling, whether whatever, we had an encounter, okay, an entanglement. How many women you think go come behind me? Wasn't thinking about your ass before, but they thinking about it now. Now that you worth $500 million, they ain't finna let my big ass get all that money. Oh, I got to share some of them earnings, them winnings, them lotteries. I got to share some of that. How many women do y'all think that's gonna come forward if Shannon was rich and I come forward on Shannon? It's not gonna just be me and Shannon. It's gonna be another woman he dated way back in the day. She like, what? Oh, I spent the night with her too. I'm gonna say that too. Oh, and then what the media go do? More allegations coming in on Shannon Lewis, the multi-millionaire. Huh? I just found that to be interesting. I found that to be so interesting that every time somebody charged with a sexual mishap is always a slew. So they go from just an encounter to a slew of women. I believe if Kobe was still alive, rest in peace, I believe in his Me Too era, and he retired from basketball now, so he's no, you know what I mean, he's not, you know what I mean. I believe there would have been some other women saying, yeah, between that time with that girl in Colorado and right now during the Me Too movement, some other women would have came forward. I'm telling you, because that's what Gail was going with that before Snoop Dogg called her a dog head. There would have been some women coming forward. And because the backlash she got from that, there was going to be some women coming after his estate because that accuser was trying to come after his estate again. But because Gayle King got such big backlash, that went away. She knew she was not going to win when it came up against Kobe. Because he's loved by the elites. He's loved. Okay. Yeah, Robert only has 6 and now it's 20. And the other 18 is non-charged. They ain't got enough to charge them or indict them. Even go to the grand jury. Or the statute of limitations is up. So they're using them as prior bad acts. So, you know, it is what it is. But let's get to something that we hear. Let's listen to our first clipping. So, let's see. Let's listen to our first clipping here.
Like, we moved it every year. So I'm like, how is she getting the money for this? Like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
And everybody would tell me, I'm like, you lying. Like, yep.
And then she, so they said, and then she said like he was like keeping them in the house, but how in the hell why in the hell they saying that? And then she was coming and going when she wanted to.
This is a shot to get doing on the phone with her ex-boyfriend.
I'm saying like between me and you, she come home when she want to, but I'm saying she telling the world that she was trapped in the house.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's that crazy shit. There you go.
Maybe she forgot.
Wow, that shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. This shit is really crazy. And then they done linked up and came out, and they just like teamed up on his ass. Can't do nothing.
Right, and then she used to text us while she in the house and everything. She'll text me, make sure Serena and Gerald do this, take their bath, brush their teeth. Like, okay.
And then she tried to say he took their phone. How all of them might be crazy for real, Tierra. All of them just throwed off. All of them suffer from the same disease. You think so?
Yeah, honestly.
Damn, that shit crazy. Like, and then you as a child, that's what I'm saying. Like, you as a child looking at this shit and you knowing exactly how it was, and you hear what do you feel like? How do you feel about these people are able to do that shit? Huh?
She just text me. Do what I want to do here. That's heavy.
Hell yeah, you want to make that money. You heard me though, Tierra?
What'd you say?
I said, just looking at it now, how do you feel, knowing that, she was able to talk to y'all and she was able to come and go like she wanted to, and then they going on national TV doing this shit? How you feel about that?
Getting paid.
Just for the money, huh?
Yeah. Gotta be, because she was living the life, to be honest.
Living a goddamn life. Tierra said she living a life, to be honest.
She was. She was getting spoiled. He was paying for everything for her. She come home with all these designer clothes and bags and a bunch of money. I still got the video when she came home with thousands of dollars.
Damn. I ain't even seen that shit. Came home checked up.
Right.
She's...
helping other people pay their bills.
Damn. How many thousands she had, Tierra? Say a lot. A lot of it. Tierra
pay somebody else rent and hers?
Tierra say, whew. Damn. She came flashing that shit with y'all shoot videos and everything.
I flexed with the money.
You did?
I took the money. I'm like, who broke?
Oh shit. He say mute broke. Hell no. Damn. Y'all goddamn. And then it's like like I say, she still got all the pictures and everything. Like she remembered. And then that's all like what confused me, because when he came to town, she still went to his concert.
Right.
That's all like, Asante, what the fuck that shit? And then she tried to justify it. Like, no, the only reason why I'm going because of this and that. But I'm like, those people definitely could have went to the concert without you. But but whatever. Wow. That's your mama.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing about it. You might get put out again for a whole goddamn.
I'm only here for 2 weeks.
See? Damn. So that's how she probably bought the house, huh? I'm getting paid for this shit.
Probably, I think so.
Cause she ain't worked no goddamn well. She ain't worked no fucking where. Like, keeping it real. Like, your mom ain't, like, that coupon and shit, that shit is not fucking making that much money. Like,
no, she don't be cute. She don't even sell all her garage like that no more.
she ain't got to. She didn't hit big.
Right.
Hey, your mama
Like, I
tell
think this house was like 14 something or 15 something. I don't know.
Alrighty. So we got some things, right? And let me see what else I need to. Okay. So you heard that, right? You heard that. And then we got something else. I'm gonna try to show you another one. Hold on. Let's see her. Let's see how Asante is doing now.
Now, I was there. Were you at the New York premiere?
Yes.
I was there also.
Okay.
And I never got a chance to follow up with you guys afterwards because we were excited to talk to you guys after. But what happened? So, can we firstly talk, for those who don't know, at the NY premiere, there was an actual threat and they made us leave the building within about 10 minutes of the actual screening of the movie. And within maybe the first 5, there was tears being cried out from you guys. And so let's just pick up from there. Since then, we couldn't do another premiere. We did do another screening, but it was very, very quiet. How do you feel now that it's out? And
I feel liberated. I'm just happy that, you know, the truth is being revealed, and that I know there's a lot of naysayers, but just know that we won't be silenced. And I'm just happy to know that there are more victims coming forward. And for me, it's not just about victims of R. Kelly, it's about victims all over the world.
And they are victims all over the world. And I want to thank you for that bravery and boldness. What were some of the things you took into consideration when you decided to go ahead and be a part of the show? Because you put a lot of trust in them telling the story right, you know?
For me, as being a woman and a mother, I just knew that it could no longer go forward. I didn't know that he had so many victims until after the docuseries aired. Because, you know, when I first came forward in 2016, it didn't air until 2017. And just more and more victims was coming forward. And it was just shocking.
And the biggest thing now, moving forward and healing and moving forward with your life, mental health is very important. Are you seeking counsel, seeking therapy now?
I am seeking therapy right now. At first I was in denial, but then since the documentary aired, I had to realize that I had to take care of myself first.
Come on and take care of yourself.
Yes.
So speaking to any of the victims, this is the last question, any victim that may be going through maybe those feelings and not sure if they want to say something or not, just say some words to that girl or boy who may be experiencing that fresh assault.
I always say that, don't think about what happened if you stay. Think about think about what happened if you leave. Think about what happened if you stay. Because, you know, it might start off small, but the longer you stay, the more and more the abuse occurs, and it gets worse.
Right. So speak out. Let someone know.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much for holding out with
Thank you.
us.
Alrighty. 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 So what y'all think about that? Alright. So let's talk about some other stuff. Let me show some other stuff, okay? With old Mr. Asante. We got a lot on her. But let's talk about these parents.
My name is Timothy Savage.
Tim, before you leave the microphone, though, can we ask you, it's a pretty serious charge to say that your daughter's being held against her will. How old is she, and what evidence do you have she's being held against her will?
My daughter is, right now, she's 21 at this time. I'm going to ask some questions after this. So if you can hold your questions, I'm going to ask a couple questions for people. So allow my family and friends to speak and guests to speak, so we can have that honor to share and put this out here, okay? Thank you. This is my wife, Jonjelyn Savage.
Spell your name, please.
I'm Jonjelyn. It's spelled Jonjelyn. The house that we're standing in front of today is the first time I've been at this location. But through the sources of Cheryl Mack, which was his assistant, that gave me information about the guest house. Also, I have pictures of where the house was, inside this house where he resided, where he had rooms set up for like a hotel for the girls to stay in. And he also had a black room where they do different acts, sexual acts in, and then he had the separate rooms, 3 separate rooms, total 4 rooms in his house, which they have it all identical like set up. My daughter's severely brainwashed. She's brainwashed to the point where she says anything that he asks her to say. She's not the same Jocelyn that we knew when we met. I've reached out to Diane Copeland and Alicia Evans, which are the madams that watches over the girls, and they would not give me any information about my daughter. So we just want him to release her and let her go on with her life, because he's affected too many young girls over the years. And I just wanted her home and to try to get her rehabilitated to the Jocelyn that we know and miss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please give us your name, please.
My name is Asante McGee, Asante. I had an encounter with R. Kelly, and I lived with him at another location that's not far from here. I've participated and witnessed a lot of acts that I did not agree with, and the way he manipulates each and every woman that comes around. I'm blessed to have a strong will mind, and the things that I've witnessed. I have a 17-year-old daughter myself, and I always thought this to be my daughter. I've been reading the blogs. Everybody's saying that, oh, we're lying. R. Kelly's not this monster. He's not that person. I've always been a fan of R. Kelly from day one. I was always defending him until I got behind closed doors. I've reached out to the Savages as well as CLARY parents, because I saw both of their daughters and I did not like what I was seeing. Again, I felt like if this was my daughter doing this, I would want somebody to come out to me and help me. So I've been with them and just giving them as much information that I've seen, just living in the house with them. And it just took a whole bunch of encounters that finally I got the willpower to just walk away. So I've been gone since last summer, but I've stayed in contact with them after I left and gave them as much updates that I could give them as far as the conditions that's treated, where you have to ask to be, take a bath, permission to shower, to eat, permission to go from one room to the next. He really manipulates your mind because of who he is and his fame. So if it wasn't because of his fame and you're happy because you're with R. Kelly, he wouldn't get away with doing the things they want. So as far as these girls, I feel like they've been in so long that they will need help because of the things that he puts in your head and make you believe everybody's against you.
Was it this house here?
No, I've never. This is my first time being at this house. I was always at the main location. And I really don't know the address offhand, but it's another location that's not far from this home.
How long did you know R. Kelly?
3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
How'd you meet him?
We're going to step in for a minute.
Now, did you see how Tim telling her what to say? And you see how her boyfriend, that was the one that was talking to the little girl. I'm trying to find that where it's going to show him at the end. Hold on. So the boyfriend that was standing behind her, rubbing her while she was talking to the reporters, and Tim go say, 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Telling her how many years. Wait a minute, if you contacted Tim about their daughter, then why the fuck he got to tell you how long you knew R. Kelly? Can somebody in the chat tell me, if I contacted the Savages and the Clarys about what was going on in the house, then why this motherfucker over here telling me how long I knew him? But those people who are new, people in the bushes, can somebody answer that question? Because I think this is the first time somebody asked that question. I think this is the first time we asked that question. And then her boyfriend, I'm trying to find, I put so many clippings in here, I shouldn't have did it. Is that a fair question to ask? If I contacted you about you, okay, Shannon. Well, Shannon's still in here, Shannon? Okay, well, I'm going to use Ivan. I see Ivan. Ivan, if I contacted you about your daughter being abused by R. Kelly, and I contacted Shannon too, and we out here doing a damn press conference, I don't need your ass telling me how long I knew the nigga when I'm the one who contacted you. And, I wasn't at this, I was at the main location. You stayed with him. You didn't know your fucking address. Even you didn't know your fucking address. If you stay with R. Kelly and you telling these parents what's going on with their daughters, you reached out to these parents, you didn't tell the parents where the daughters was, you didn't give them the address because you didn't know the address. You just told the reporter, I don't know the address. How you gonna live with somebody you don't know the address? How the hell you get that in? And how you gonna tell these parents where their daughter's at if you don't know the damn address? I'm just saying how people, see, you people, these people said this stuff. See, people think I'm just for R. Kelly as a fan, or they think, we gonna be crying if he get found guilty. No, that's gonna just show you injustice. If you see what I just showed you out these people's mouths who went on the public platform, Spittinfire and no other R. Kelly supporter, not even the fans, dragged these people out to the mainstream media. They came out on their own. They said this stuff on their own. We didn't make them say it. I don't understand why people get mad at us when we show y'all stuff like this. Matter of fact, I'm going to show it one more again.
Look, all of what Jungela
and shout out to Trial and Error, because I got this from Trial and Error. Okay? Shout out to them. All right? Shout out to Trial and Error. I don't know how you rewind this stuff. I gotta learn how to rewind this shit. Or whatever. But you know what? Matter of fact, I don't even want to do that again. I want to expose the boyfriend. Let me see. The short clippings. Hold on. Let me see if this one is even better. Hold on. So let's look at this.
See, I didn't know why you were saying that.
Yeah.
Damn, your mama coming back.
She don't tell everybody the full story. I'm the one that was watching this.
Right. And I was like, cause I was wondering I was like, how in the hell she got there get money? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, how in the hell did she get money? I ain't gonna lie,
we moved every year. So I'm like, how is she getting the money for this? Like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
And everybody would tell me, I'm like, you lying. Like, yep.
And then so they said, and then she said like he was like keeping them in the house, but how in the hell why the hell they saying that? And then she was coming and going when she wanted to.
I guess because she had kids. I don't know.
I'm saying like between me and you, she come home when she want to. But I'm saying she telling the world that she was trapped in the house.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's that crazy shit. There you go.
Maybe she forgot.
Wow, that shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. This shit is really crazy. And then they done linked up and came out, and they just like teamed up on his ass. Can't do nothing.
Right, and then she used to text us while she in the house and everything. She'll text me, make sure Serena and Gerald do this, take their bath, brush their teeth. Like, okay.
And then she tried to say he took a phone. How all of them might be crazy for real, Tier. All of them just throwed off. All of them suffer from the same disease. You think so?
Yeah, honestly.
Damn, that shit crazy. Like, and then you as a child, that's what I'm saying. Like, you as a child looking at this shit and you knowing exactly how it was, and you hear what do you feel like? How do you feel about these people are able to do that shit? Huh?
She just text me. Do I want to do here? That's heavy.
Hell yeah, you want to make that money. You heard me though, Tiara?
What'd you say?
I said, just looking at it now, how do you feel, knowing that, she was able to talk to y'all and she was able to come and go like she wanted to, and then they going on national TV doing this shit? How you feel about that?
Getting paid.
Just for the money, huh?
Yeah. Gotta be, because she was living the life, to be honest.
Living the goddamn life. Tiara said she living a life, to be honest.
She was. She was getting spoiled. He was paying for everything for her. She come home with all these designer clothes and bags and a bunch of money. I still got the video when she came home with thousands of dollars.
Damn. I ain't even seen that shit. Came home checked up.
Right.
She's...
helping other people pay their bills.
Damn. How many thousands she had, Tiara? Say a lot. A lot of it.
Tiara to pay somebody else rent and hers?
Tiara say, whew. Damn. She came flashing that shit with y'all shoot videos and everything.
I flexed with the money.
You did?
I took the money. I'm like, who broke?
Oh shit. He say mute broke. Hell nah. Damn. Y'all goddamn. And then it's like I say, she still got all the pictures and everything. She remembered. And then that's all what confused me, because when he came to town, she still went to his concert.
Right.
That's all Asante, what the fuck that shit? And then she tried to justify no, the only reason why I'm going because of this and that. But I'm like, those people definitely could have went to the concert without you. But but whatever. Wow. That's your mama.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing about it. You might get put out again for a whole goddamn.
I'm only here for 2 weeks.
See? Damn. So that's how she probably bought the house, huh? Of getting paid for this shit.
Probably, I think so.
Cause she ain't worked no goddamn well. She ain't worked no fucking where. Keeping it real. Your mom ain't that coupon and shit. That shit is not fucking making that much money.
So he said, your mom ain't making that much money. She just is talking. Ashanti, your daughter's singing like a bird while you out here talking about you hostage. But then Ashanti on that press conference she did with the Savages said that she was in the house and she was seeing all this stuff and she was a victim. And if it was her 17-year-old daughter, and she got a daughter close to her. Now, is you a victim or you a concerned parent? I'm confused with her story. And look at these mug shots. Nobody, Dream Hampton, before you put her in Surviving R. Kelly, did you vet her ass to see if her story or if her background can hold up in court just in case? Look at all these mug shots. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That means she was arrested 5 different times. 5 different times. So a man who got a career, made and worked with all these people and did all this stuff, and you around him because he a people person and probably a little bit too much, not protecting his own interests, and yes, he's fought at that, but guilty at that at best. And yet, she put you in a documentary with 5 mug shots behind you to speak ill on a man who has no criminal record. Welcome to the new way of being. Man, you are under attack. So, let's see about, let's see this. No, the breakdown. Okay? Let's see this. Let's go back to the other accuser.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Ladies.
Call the police. You gotta go.
Ladies.
You got a situation up there.
Come on, let go. Yeah, because you went to jail. You're sleeping with me as a minor.
Okay.
You bitch. With me as a minor. You're sleeping with me as a minor. You were sleeping with me. Bitch, I know how to fight. Okay. I know how to fight. I'm pressing charges too. She's crazy. I'm pressing charges too. Kimberly, I'm gonna sorry for you. You're going to jail, Mama. You're going to jail, Mama. I'm going to jail. Where my phone at? Where my phone at? Keep laughing, because all of y'all can be in jail together. Girl, nobody going to jail for nothing. Nobody did that to you. Where my phone at? The hell? You crazy. Where's my phone at?
That's all right. It's loud. Well, the police are on the way, so we're
Call police, please.
We already.
I told you his grandma to get the hell out of here. Can you pass me those pieces? Come on here. They can grab those
What's your
last
name?
2. Tell them to grab those last 2. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. I mean, should I? You know my phone is. Get the chair, girl.
Okay, so you see these images. That's Joycelyn. The other girlfriend was upset because she had so many people in Kel's apartment when they was packing up. Like, why you got these people around his belongings? You're so evil. They got into a fight. She's recording everything and she knows she's being recorded. And what does she yells at Joycelyn? You slept with me as a minor. She's pushing that narrative as if we can't tell that's deliberate. But this is what she said. This is what she said. Other people want to make it seem like we put these words in these people's mouths. We didn't put these words in these people's mouths. She did this. And then you had the father going around on all these social medias and mainstream media saying he just want his daughter to come home. You heard the mama cry. Come home, he brainwashed my daughter. He don't mean you no good. Okay, so the money runs out, she goes home. Only to subject her to this image. And the father took these pictures along with another photographer at a different angle. Who is a father that would take so sexy pictures like that of their own daughter? Who? Who y'all know would do that? Huh? Come on out the bushes. Come on out the bushes. Come on out. See, I think a lot of people, what it is, thank you. I see some new people came in, was like, oh my God. One person emailed me, a few people actually emailed me and said, Spittinfire, I did not know. I thought this man was a monster. I believe mainstream media. I believe them, Tarana Burke. I believed all of them. Well, that's okay if you believe them. That's okay. But I'm just going to show you what they said at their own mouth and what happened that mainstream media don't tell you. Tarana Burke does not know R. Kelly. She going by what she believes. She doesn't know R. Kelly. How are you in a documentary on a man you don't know? Nobody asked that question. You understand? I'm just saying. And why do you say that, Evolve Joseph? Why do you say those things? Speak your piece. Because these are the people who came out and said these things. Spittinfire didn't make these people say it. The people in the chat didn't make these people say it. These people said it themselves. I want to hear from you, Evolve. I want to hear from you. Evolve, you can't just say these things because you want to think it. You got to have an optimistic mindset. Because if this is happening behind the scenes and they ain't telling you, and you only want to believe it because you already got your mind made up, well, that could be problematic. Evolve. Come on. Don't run. Evolve. Come on, don't run. Why do they run? Huh? Why they run? Because these are the people who comes in here under other names and see what I'm spewing out here, and they angry. And they mad. He probably supported the Me Too, Time's Up. And then to sit up there and have this in your face like this, what they did, people get upset. Oh, there you go. Okay. You said, because even though the parents have pushed their children on him, Rob still made the decision to have sex with them. Guilty. Now, let's talk about that. Because I hope you know you on Spittinfire. If I push my daughter So I'm assuming you thinking they're underage, Evolved. I'm assuming you thinking they're underage. So I want you to stay here, and I want you to hear me. Because we can't always burn people up who have difference of opinion. If I push my daughter off on this man, and if I tell my daughter to say you are 18, if I say go be with him, y'all ready? Then if I get arrested, then why am I not a co-defendant as trafficking? They said that they was going to arrest the enablers and the handlers and people who helped him. If I'm a parent and I push my daughter, which means that's not a push, that's pimping. If I pimped out my daughter to a man, an older man, and if she's underage, why would I not be in cuffs too? Why would no one think that I wouldn't be in cuffs too? No, they wasn't. They wasn't. He didn't. Because you heard what she said on Gayle King. Do we need to go back and try to find that clipping? Because I think you need to hear this. Evolve Joseph. Just 3 months. All this big deal is 3 months before she 18. Didn't I tell you? The mother said it out her own mouth.
What kind of father, what kind of mother will sell their daughter to a man?
3 months before Azriel turned 18, the Clarys signed a letter giving their consent for her to go on Kelly's tour and stay with a woman named Valerie Janice Payton.
Heated. I was really heated. And I was like, God damn, how you get mad at something that he consented to and then it didn't go the way he think it should, and now that's a whole big commotion. And that's why I say you gotta. It was over something. That's what they thought. Right. Like, oh man, it had to be Kelly, because they look at Kelly as this and that. Man, I looked at my daughter already as motherfucker. So in my eyes, only thing I needed her to do was get this motherfucker one song with his name on that bitch, and her to finish her album. That's it. I was shocked. That shit straight from my little cousin. She was VP. She was gonna walk that bitch right in for a day. I ain't need nothing from him. That was my daughter's career. She would have said, Dad, I don't want to say, okay, we done. That's a good thing. I ain't got to lose no more money in that shit. That's it. No, you just want her to make a song, huh? Right. Like, if she had made her song and she got that fulfillment, like even now, like, nigga, you did anything with her. You gave her any fulfillment, I wouldn't even have been beefing this hard now, but you gave her no independence. I think she still don't got shit.
So, Evolve. I already knew my daughter was a motherfucker. That's what her daddy said. R. Kelly said, what kind of mother, what kind of father will sell their daughter to a man? If you go let the parents go, then why would you let R. Kelly go? And you mean to tell me, Evolve, we gonna make all this fuss over somebody 3 months before she 18? Let me play that again for you. Because I don't think y'all get it. I don't think y'all get it. Let's see. Let me see. Take some of this stuff off of here. Okay. Because I'm learning this stuff, y'all. I got to learn it. And I got to get evolved because he got to sit there and hear this again. Just 3 months. All this big deal is 3 months before she 18. Didn't I tell you? The mother said it out her own mouth.
What kind of father, what kind of mother will sell their daughter to a man?
3 months before Azriel turned 18, the Clarys signed a letter giving their consent for her to go on Kelly's tour and stay with a woman named Valerie Janice Payton.
Heated. I was really heated. And I was like, God damn, how you get mad at something that he consented to and then it didn't go the way he think it should, and now that's a whole big commotion. And that's why I say you gotta.
It was over something. That's what they thought.
Right.
Like, oh man, it had to be Kelly, because they look at Kelly as this and that. Man, I looked at my daughter already as motherfucker. So
Woo! I looked at my daughter already a motherfucker. See, one thing about it, Evolve Joseph, is the fact that we can't act like in different states the age of consent is different. Some states is 16, some states is 17, some states is 18. And a lot of men going to get caught up with this is because if you date somebody who can consent to sex in the state that's 16, and you go out of town and the consensual to have sex is 17, then you can get hemmed up just like that. So you're only supposed to date in that state. That's stupid. But people like you, 3 months, 90 days before she turned 18, she already graduated. 3/4 of her class is already 18. Her birthday is just at the end of the year. So technically she is 18 because a lot of laws will say if you're 9 months into the year, you consider that age. You better check it. 3 months before she turned 18. So why wouldn't the parents say wait till you're 18 then? Or why would even make a big deal about it? Come on, Evolve Joseph. Come on. I know you from the other side, but you ain't no shallow thinker. And why would the parent not be co-defendants if we gonna put R. Kelly in jail just 3 months before 18, which I don't think nobody should be in jail or have to register a sex offender for 90 motherfucking days. Because if our mama was so concerned, she could have told her, no, you gonna sit your ass right here. Now when you get 18, you can do it. But this is already post-graduation. See? This is already post-graduation. So it's not as if she was in a relationship with R. Kelly. He fucked up her senior year and she was skipping school and she flunked out and all this. That didn't happen. And let's look back at some other stuff. Let's look back, Evolve Joseph. Let's look back. Okay? Let's look back.
Hi, my name is Azriel Clary. Hi, my name is Jocelyn Savage. Sorry. Philippe is playing with his squeaky, so if you hear that, that's what's in the background. But we actually just read an article saying that we were evicted from the Trump and saying that, you know, we were under emergency living and all kinds of stuff like that. We just wanted to let you guys know that that is not true.
So, we just want to let you guys know that that is not true. Okay? We just wanted to let you guys know that that is not true. You understand? She fully clothed. Look like a young lady. She get back home with her father, she's exposed. She's exposed. Nobody thinks it's a problem with that. You supposed to be a sex victim, recovery victim, and you come home to be exploited all over again. What I'm just saying, Evolve, we got what we doing here, we just having a respectable dialogue. That's all. That's all. Be nice to Evolve. I want Evolve to understand some things where we coming from. Because accountability is everything. Accountability is everything. We know damn well, and then y'all act real brand new. We know goddamn well we do not sit up there and raise hell over 90 days. We know we don't. When our kids graduate high school and stuff like that, especially in the hood, whether they go to college or not, especially in the hood, a majority of us felt we did our due diligence. We did our job. Now, the tools that we taught you throughout life, this is where you apply them and move forward with your life. We don't raise our kids forever. We be there for them, but we don't raise them forever. 3 months to 18, and the parents couldn't say, you just wait till you're 18 then. But if it was already, because see, me personally, I'm going to tell you the truth. If I've already graduated, my mother would have just been like, she would have signed it, but what else could she do? 3 months till you 18. You signed it to Denise Payton. You don't even know who Denise Payton is. Women can be predators too, Evolve. You see what I'm saying, Evolve? She said on Gayle King, I'm going to try to find that. She said on Gayle King, but since, let's see. No, debate breakdown 3. Let me see.
You disrespectful. You're so evil. I'm not evil, baby. I need to protect myself. I need to protect myself. Say that shit. Joy, you were sleeping with me. It's a minor. You were sleeping with me.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. Ladies.
You was sleeping with me as a minor. So why Joy ain't in jail? Evolve Joseph. Why Joycelyn Savage ain't in jail? Did she scream you was sleeping with me as a minor? This is Spitting Fire. You know you gotta come over here better than that, Evolve. Now you know you got to come over here better than that. You know Spitting Fire gonna have it for you. You know this. You got to know this. Oh my goodness. So, let's look at some more stuff, Evolve. Well, okay, so you saying predators seem to hang in the same circle. So, Joycelyn should be in jail then. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? I don't know abbreviations. I don't know what CF mean, Evolve. I'm sorry. Should Joycelyn be in jail? Because she dropped the charges. She didn't go and press charges on Joycelyn. She said, you've been sleeping with me as a minor. That what she yelled. That what she yelled. That was, I didn't make her yell that. Y'all didn't make her yell that. She yelled that on the camera. And they was recording that. They just so happened to have the camera ready, waiting on her to record all that. Nah, Shannon. Let Evolve talk. Because Evolve already got his mind made up that he just want R. Kelly in jail. He's not thinking about if this is true that R. Kelly was sleeping with underage girls, who else should be co-defendants? And if they're not co-defendants, then why should he go? He's not thinking that way. He already got his mind made up. So you gotta understand something, Shannon. When people already got their mind made up, they cannot. A lot of people don't like to be wrong. They don't like the truth to be exposed. And I'm not telling you the truth. These people telling you the truth on their own and out their own mouth. They're doing this. This is not me. I didn't record the fight. I wasn't there. None of us was there. I was not there. She said that. Azriel said it in the video. You slept with me as a minor, and we saying R. Kelly in jail for sleeping with minors. Well, why is Joycelyn not in jail for that? That's all I'm asking. You heard the parents say, I already knew my daughter was a motherfucker. That's what the daddy said. All right? So let me show y'all What, let me see. I don't know if this it. Let me see. I'm looking. I'm gonna try to go here.
All right, I'm going to do 3 separate videos on this because it needs 3 separate videos so it's not too long. So Shabazz, he's in the studio with Azriel Clary and Angelo Clary. They're just simply listening to music while she's writing. So nothing else is going on in this right now except that. Now, let's get into the exposing portion of this. Alright, so he says, so we playing Attack Shabazz. Okay, let's go. Now, this is in reference to a video that was done on a platform which Angelo supports. And they support Angelo. So anyways, he says, let's go. But listen, I'm going to attack with proof. I'm not going to do the back and forth thing. I actually wasn't going to respond to anyone or any more of this until these dudes went live. Their YouTube pages are straight after me. Now, me personally, Keisha, I don't even watch their YouTube page, so I really don't know what he's talking about, but I can only imagine. So anyways, let's move on. Like, seriously, Angelo talking all that shit, and rightfully so. Azriel is his daughter, so I understand. What I don't understand is how a father can take his own daughter in a studio and help her write a song about sucking a penis and getting fucked under a tree. Warning, nigga. I got the song. I paid for the studio time. Keep coming at me and I'm going to release it. Lord.
Wow. So, Yvonne Joseph, you said he knowingly did it. How you know he knowingly did it? Because JP said she lied about her age on Surviving R. Kelly. Azriel told Gayle King the parents told her to lie about her age. How do you know he knowingly did it? I'm just saying. I know you're on the other side. I'm just saying, how you know? How you know? You're not making sense. You said, Rob, you might have to retype that. You hear them evolve. It's not me. See, this is what they fail to realize, y'all. He thinking it's us taking up for just R. Kelly. No, these are the words that these people are saying. They're saying this. The father said these things. This is what the image was when she was with R. Kelly. She was fully clothed. When she got home, this is what the image was. Okay? This ain't got nothing to do with me. This ain't got nothing to do with us. These are the words these people said. Why do everybody who think that we fight against injustice believe that, Rob shouldn't go to jail on the strength of justice? That's just like people thinking Bill Cosby, he shouldn't be out of jail. No, we have a democracy, we have laws. And they have to, and even if you don't agree with them, they have to go with the law. And if you're going to give everybody immunity, you can't say it's trafficking. Not in my book, anyway. That's what I'm telling you. You see, the thing of it is, nobody want to hold the parents accountable. If I give you my daughter to have sex with, and if you do it, and then you go to jail and she underage, I should also be in jail. It's called pimping. Pimps go to jail for pimping. It's illegal to pimp someone. It's called trafficking. It's illegal. So you can sit up there and say R. Kelly this and R. Kelly that, but if he trafficked his daughter, he should be a co-defendant. You want to break and crack down on trafficking, you got to get everybody. You can't just get him because he's a celebrity. That does not go that way when you want to crack down on trafficking. And this is what I'm speaking. I'm not speaking in support of or against or whatever. I'm speaking strictly on the law. And how it's not been right. And I don't care if a man innocent or guilty. If the law ain't right, he got to walk. That's just like saying if somebody is, if my house was spread out with just a cocaine factory, and they was in here producing cocaine or packing or whatever the hell, I don't know, hypothetical, and the police come up in here and arrest me without a search warrant, it all get tossed out. That's the law. It's not about right or wrong. Well, you did have cocaine. Okay, I may have, but the law says you have to go by these channels to arrest me. And when you don't do it, that's injustice. It's not innocent of guilt. You can't just get mad when it's a police officer in a uniform that's white killing us on the ground, but you're not mad at the justice system. It's like y'all just stop right here with the police, but then when they get to the court, the prosecutors in the court, y'all just like, So evolve. Let me tell you this. So since they underage and they can't consent to sex, evolve. But see, that's what I'm saying, Evolve. If there are other guilty crimes, they should go to jail for pimping their daughter. You heard what he said. You can pimp for other reasons than just currency. You can pimp for a gain of something. Then y'all see Hustle and Flow when he pimped her ass for that microphone? Y'all seen that shit. You don't have to just have the old-fashioned, hey, head, $100. Or around, what they call that shit? Whatever the damn terms for the prostitutes. Anyway, pay me and that's it. You don't have to always do cash no more. People pimp for some things. You get what I'm saying? So Evolve, what I'm saying is if you're not going to get the parents, then you got to let him go too. It's not right. It's not fair. And it's a lesson learned from parents and his ass too. Now, I'm not going to lie about that. But there is no way in hell that we going to act Evolve like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds ain't fucking. They fucking people they age and they fucking people older and they lying about it. I know you looking at one. Shit. I'm an old woman now, so I can say my damn piece and my hiccups in life. You looking at one. And Evolve, I cannot, at my age, at almost a half a century, I can't lie to you and tell you I didn't know what I was doing. That too would be a lie. That would be a lie, Evolve. I was very manipulative and aggressive for my age. I was. Really. The shit that I was doing. And not just all sexual. I'm just saying, other shit that I should have been doing, I was doing. I'm just saying. I think we are a little naive. What I'm saying to you, Evolve, is this. Listen. I'm not saying sexual assault doesn't happen. I'm not saying that men are not predators. I'm not saying that celebrity men can't be predators. I'm not saying that. That's not what Spittinfire is saying. But I want you, when it comes to this case, I want you to think logically. Not because you already got your mind made up or you just don't like R. Kelly or he a ladies' man. I don't want men to think that way about other men. I want you to be optimistic, like, wait a minute. If you are a father and you're supposed to be the first protection of this young lady, there's no way in the fuck you should have been taking her to a person who you said or everybody claimed like young girls. And you know you got a young girl. Then not only if all this stuff hang out, she's still trying to get chose. So it don't matter if she was young or underage or to the age she is today. She been in this game 5, 6, 7 years already. Doing the same shit. Hanging out, trying to get a rapper or an artist that's popping to get on. She want to be a groupie turned celebrity. There's a lot of them out there who started off groupieing. But they were talented, so somebody put them on. But they slapped their way around. We can't act like that shit don't work. We can't act like that shit don't exist. We can't do that because you got to think about this, Evolve. We can't say, oh, well, she was underage and he shouldn't have been doing that. Okay, I give you that. But what less about this? If we're going to talk about the law got to be fair. Not just when it's sex. Because, see, that's still telling women what to do with their bodies, even if they are underage. Not just sex, but in every other crime, too. If they're kids and they can't consent to sex with an older man, then when they kill an older man, they can't go to prison because they just kids. But they go every damn day. See, the hypocrisy in that stuff, this is what I'm telling y'all. What I've been speaking for the last 3 years, I think that we outdated. I think the way that the laws are written is outdated. I think that the minds and reality is not matching up to what the laws were then. I think that the laws were then was good for then, but the way things are today, I just don't think that it matches up. Because we got 14, 15-year-olds robbing people, even younger than that. And when they get caught, that very law that said they can't consent will put their asses away for life if they kill somebody. You get tried as an adult. Well, damn, why I can't get tried as an adult when I decide with my body that I'm already sexually active, I can't have sex with him because he's more than 5 years older than me. Y'all got to understand these things now. We got to understand these things. We can't sit up there and say, and then you got some people that say, well, even if she was 18, she's still too young. Well, then take that commercial off that be on late at night. Call me now, 1-800-WE-ARE-18. Take that shit off. Rob went deep in underage girls. No, that's not true. That's not true, Evolve. That's not true. Now you just trying to support your own narrative or your own beliefs. That's not true, and you know that's not true. That's not true. We got laws that's different age within a year of each other in all these different states. That's a setup to not just R. Kelly, but even to you. If you was dating like young girls, it's all right to like people younger. It's all right for younger people to like older people. But Evolve, let me ask you this. Why is it okay for society to think that a 9-year-old can change his sex, but a girl that's 3 months to 18 can't engage with an older man? Nobody has yet answered my question on that. I'm not saying he didn't have sex with them. He probably did. They was his girlfriends. But we not going to say that they wasn't having sex already. We not going to say that they was underage. Let me find Tim Savage. Hold on. Listen.
My name is Timothy Savage.
Tim, before you leave the microphone, though, can we ask you, it's a pretty serious charge to say that your daughter's being held against her will. How old is she, and what evidence do you have she's being held against her will?
My daughter is, right now, she's 21 at this time.
You hear what she said? 21. He didn't want to say, he didn't want to answer that question, y'all. Y'all heard him hesitating. She 21. Not only is she able to have sex, she can drink. Nigga, I ain't got to tell you what I do with my man. I can go buy me a fifth, a liquor, and me and my man can fuck in the middle of the street if we want to. All we get charged with is decent exposure. And there's a damn thing you can do about it, but get mad. I am evolved. Evolved, I am. If you look at my video, see, you wasn't on earlier with me. I said that we should change the law to be a flat age in all 50 states. Yes, I am. I am evolved. I am. I'm with you. We here. See, that's one thing. You know, I got to give you some credit, Evolved, because at least you over here being optimistic. At least you over here having an intelligent dialogue, even if you do think different. And even though your thinking may be a little hypocritical, but that's okay. You got to start small. And you asking that question is a good, valid question. It has a lot of validity to it. And you are absolutely right. Why don't we go about changing these laws? You're right. You absolutely right, Evolve. You are absolutely right. I appreciate you for that. No, Evolve. You being wrong. Rob already had it under his thumb. Let's take a look at this shit. Let's see. Damn. Let me see. Nope. Just 3 months. All this big deal is 3 months before she 18. Didn't I tell you? The mother said it out her own mouth.
What kind of father, what kind of mother will sell their daughter to a man?
3 months before Azriel turned 18, the Clarys signed a letter giving their consent for her to go on Kelly's tour and stay with a woman named Valerie Janice Payton.
Heated. I was really heated. And I was like, God damn, how you get mad at something that he consented to and then it didn't go the way he think it should, and now that's a whole big commotion. And that's why I said you gotta.
It was over something. That's what they thought.
Right.
Like, oh man, it had to be Kelly, because they look at Kelly as this and that. Man, I looked at my daughter already as motherfucker. So in my eyes, only thing I need to help do was hit this motherfucker.
His daughter already a motherfucker. Her daddy is close to R. Kelly age. If he say she a motherfucker, you best believe with R. Kelly, she a motherfucker. She was a motherfucker with him too. She's a motherfucker. You hear what I'm saying? The daddy said that. Evolve, we didn't put that in his mouth. DJ Tyson didn't put that in his mouth. He said that himself. She's a motherfucker. And let me tell you, y'all know in the black community what that means when somebody says she a motherfucker or he a motherfucker. You know what that means. Whether somebody a motherfucker or not, in a good way or a bad way, y'all know that means strong-minded, whether it's good or bad. That means you a trip, you a force to be reckoned with, you out of control. That means a lot of that shit. We know what the term motherfucker means. When somebody say you a motherfucker, when a father say that about his daughter, what the hell you think R. Kelly got coming? You got to remember, she walked around here with botched bodies and $30,000 Birkin bags and $25,000 Diamond Chanel earrings. Huh? She still your little victim? Because you got to remember, her own daddy said it. She a motherfucker. What about when she was on Gayle King? And she said, I would never sit up there and talk about my sex life. And if, as a woman, you wouldn't either. Next question. You see how aggressive she was? Joycelyn wasn't like that. She was. You just said it. We're with him. Why she was talking like that to Gayle King? Even if R. Kelly had her line, he ain't tell her to get that aggressive. Why? Because daddy knows you best. You a motherfucker. See, I know. Because I was a motherfucker too. He said, yeah, Ryan tricked off good. I mean, but you got to think, even if he did, let's talk about that, even if he did. You only trick off good when somebody is standing their ground. I want this Chanel bag. I want these earrings. I want this. I want that. I want this $5,000 YSL bag. She walking around with $10,000 boots on. Versace stuff on. Let me tell you something. She picked that shit. He ain't pick it. He a man. He ain't wearing no women clothes. Because in order for you to keep getting that punani, you gotta pay, nigga. She wasn't too young to know that shit. Because remember, Evolve, Daddy know her best. Even before R. Kelly and all of us. She's a motherfucker. Okay? Remember that. Remember that. You remember that. That ain't come from me. That ain't come from you. That ain't come from the side you come from. That ain't come from Teen Kels. That ain't come from R. Kelly, Gayle King. That ain't come from nobody but her daddy. Said that to a blogger. Everybody think R. Kelly this and that. And I know my daughter, she a motherfucker. Come on now. Daddy said you a motherfucker. You seen on Presidents how she was talking to him? Your wife. Your wife. She said your wife. In my day, on camera or off camera, my daddy would be arrested. Because the moment I went at him, if I did, the men that raised me, rather. The moment I sat up there and been disrespectful and said, your wife, I would have got backhand. Right there on fucking camera. The fuck you mean, your wife? Why she said like that? She was going toe-to-toe with her daddy, who went all around social media saying his daughter was brainwashed. R. Kelly did this. But 7 months later, he probably forgot what he said. Because she a motherfucker. You slept with me as a minor. She's screaming that on camera while she fighting Joycelyn at the same time. She said, I know how to fight. That bitch swung and didn't land one punch. That's what she said. got in the camera. I'm good. Flipping her hair. I'm good. And the guy cameraman standing back letting her do what she do. And the man who went around on everybody's site got this man in his home. You wanted your daughter, then why you ain't take your daughter out the home and leave while he was locked up? But no, you hanging all out in the Trump Towers in this man's property. The phone is under the sink. Your daddy said the phone under the sink. She already got the phone in her hand because she recording. She already ahead of the game. Why? Because she a motherfucker. That's what daddy said. Daddy know you best. I'm just saying, evolved. Many. And what kind of teenagers attracted to 40 and 50-year-olds? Maybe not 40 and 50, but I damn sure was attracted to some 30-year-olds. It's old school. What kind of society that say a little boy can change his sex, evolved, and we okay with it, but 3 months till a person is legal, we got a big fit. We're having this conversation about somebody who's 90 days to 18. But we praising a little boy who want to wear a skirt. Don't go there, evolved. We were making some good progress here. It ain't nothing wrong with a man in his mid-age liking young women. Hugh Hefner did it for many years and y'all praised him. R. Kelly doing and y'all want to condemn him. Be fair, evolved. This is what they said. I'm trying to get you to think logically. This is what they said. Daddy said she was a motherfucker. She's screaming, you slept with me as a minor with Joy. But Joy ain't in jail, though. Y'all over there who want older people who sleep with young people to go to jail, y'all want R. Kelly, but why Joy ain't in jail? She said on camera that you slept with me as a minor as they were fighting. But it's a hypocrite. It's a double standard when it's a woman. But the law is the law. If she was a minor, then Joy need to be in jail. If the parents pimp their daughters, they need to be in jail. When you want to enforce the law, you can't pick and choose who break the law and all this and that. I'm tired of that. Especially when it's supposed to be against children. Especially when you're supposed to advocate against children who's being harmed. Why would you give immunity in a situation like that? Come on, Evolve. You better than that. Because you got to remember, Azriel ain't the average girl. She told them when she made her song, I'm wifey. Told all them bitches, y'all need to stand down because I'm wifey. Like I'm number one. I heard she was too. And what did Joy say in that video? You're so evil. An evil person ain't weak. Even if they quiet, they ain't weak. It takes a great deal of strength to be evil. And a great deal of courage. Because you don't know what the karma gonna come back as. Or how it's gonna come back. And you better be willing to take it. Evil is to destroy. Weak people, you can't be weak and evil. She said she was evil. She said you slept with me as a minor. And Daddy said all too well. And I know my daughter, she a motherfucker. That's what Daddy said. Daddy said she a motherfucker. That's not Spitting Fire. That's not Kel supporters. That's not Team Kels. That's not even the ops. That's nobody else in this shit. That's not even none of the other accusers. This is just one particular accuser, and that's what that daddy said. That's what he said. Now, if I'm breaking it down like this is what you think is going to happen when she on the stand. Do I think the dad was playing? Let me break this down again. Breakdown number 2.
In my eyes, only thing I needed her to do was get this motherfucker one song with his name on that bitch and her to finish her album. That's it. I was shocked. That shit straight from my little country.
All I needed her to do was get this one song and finish that album. That's all I needed her to do, and none of this would have happened. Evolve. The daddy saying this shit. This ain't me. So I don't know why y'all thinking that it's me. You think that Stimmers, you think that this man playing? He talking to a blogger. He ain't playing. He talking. They talking man to man. This ain't a playful situation. The man life is on the line, and they making allegations, and they trying to get paid. They ain't playing. These ain't no kids. Whether you believe them or you for them or you against them or whatever, this is all grown folk shit.
VP, she gonna want that bitch right there for a day. I ain't need nothing from him. That was my daughter's career. She would have said, Dad, I don't want to say, okay, we done. That's a good thing. I ain't got to lose no more money in that shit. That's it.
No, you just want her to make a song, huh?
Right, like if she had made her song and she got that fulfillment, like even now, like nigga, you did anything with her to give her any fulfillment, I wouldn't even have been beefing as hard now, but you gave her no independence.
So, right there, you heard him. If she would have got her record deal and did all this, I wouldn't have been beefing and none of this shit would have happened. Because you would have gave her independence. I wouldn't have did none of this shit. So, are you concerned about her record career? Or are you concerned about him having relations with your daughter as you told the world? Evolve, you heard it yourself. You heard this shit yourself. This shit wasn't chopped. This shit wasn't chopped. Okay?
I'm going to ask some questions after this. So if you can hold your questions, I'm going to ask a couple questions for people. So allow my family and friends to speak and guests to speak so we can have that honor to share and put this out here, okay? Thank you. This is my wife, Jonjelyn Savage. Spell your name, please.
I'm Jonjelyn. It's spelled Jonjelyn. The house that we're standing in front of today is the first time I've been at this location. But through the sources of Cheryl Mack, which was his assistant that gave me information about the guest house. Also, I have pictures of where the house was, inside this house where he resided, where he had rooms set up for like a hotel for the girls to stay in. And he also had a black room where they do different acts, sexual acts in, and then he had the separate rooms, 3 separate rooms, total 4 rooms in his house, which they have it all identical like set up. My daughter's severely brainwashed. She's brainwashed to the point where she says anything that he asks her to say. She's not the same Jocelyn that we knew when we met. I've reached out to Diane Copeland and Alicia Evans, which are the madams that watches over the girls, and they would not give me any information about my daughter. So we just want him to release her and let her go on with her life. because he's affected too many young girls over the years. And I just wanted her home and to try to get her rehabilitated to the Jocelyn that we know and miss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please give us your name, please.
My name is Asante McGee, Asante. I had an encounter with R. Kelly, and I lived with him at another location that's not far from here. I've participated and witnessed a lot of acts that I did not agree with, and the way he manipulates each and every woman that comes around. I'm blessed to have a strong will mind, and the things that I've witnessed. I have a 17-year-old daughter myself, and I always thought this to be my daughter. I've been reading the blogs. Everybody's saying that, oh, we're lying. R. Kelly's not this monster. He's not that person. I've always been a fan of R. Kelly from day one. I was always defending him until I got behind closed doors. I've reached out to the Savages as well as ACCUSERS CLARY parents because I saw both of their daughters and I did not like what I was seeing. Again, I felt like if this was my daughter doing this, I would want somebody to come out to me and help me. So I've been with them and just giving them as much information that I've seen just living in the house with them. And it just took a whole bunch of encounters that finally I got the willpower to just walk away. So I've been gone since last summer, but I've stayed in contact with them after I left and gave them as much updates that I could give them as far as the conditions that's treated, where you have to ask to be, take a bath, permission to shower, to eat, permission to go from one room to the next. He really manipulates your mind because of who he is and his fame. So if it wasn't because of his fame and you're happy because you're with R. Kelly, he wouldn't get away with doing the things they want. So as far as these girls, I feel like they've been in so long that they will need help because of the things that he puts in your head and make you believe everybody's against you.
Was it this house here?
No, I've never. This is my first time being at this house. I was always at the main location. And I really don't know the address offhand, but it's another location that's not far from this home.
How long did you know R. Kelly?
3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
How'd you meet him?
We're going to step in for a minute.
She didn't know what to say. When she said how you meet him, she didn't know what to say. Oh, we going to step in. That's right. And you heard him tell her, how long you knew R. Kelly? 3 years. You know him 3 years? I know him 3 years. I contacted him, and I contacted the Clarys, but the Savage guy got to tell me how long I knew him. This is what our culture came to. We have turned against one another. I got opposition's not liking me because I'm talking about injustice. Nothing other than that. Nothing other than that. It's because I won't go along with the get along game. Because I'm like, no, I'm standing for the men. I'm standing for the men. I'm standing for the men. You want me to believe it? I got to have something before. You can't just tell me when they rich, now all of a sudden, they just like young girls. As if the young girls are not attracted to him. The young girls are attracted to him. Why? Because he sings hip-hop songs still. I'm a flirt. He got the T.I.s in there, and the witcher jiggles in there. That song is a classic, and even young people still like it. R. Kelly can write a song and put other artists on as a producer, Evolve. He said, I just needed her to make one song in an album and I could take it from there. That's what the daddy said, Evolve. You gotta hold that man accountable for that. That's the one thing I don't like about that other side. They're not holding him accountable. And the only time they got mad at that man is when he went at the other guy over there. That's not right. We all want culture. That's not right. We want to hold R. Kelly accountable. You got to hold them all accountable. If the kids are supposed to be protected and if they're being abused in any shape, form, or fashion, you can't be giving 50 people damn immunity. They got backgrounds. You better lock their asses up. Your motherfucking sentence probably be reduced, but you ain't getting no goddamn immunity. That speaks volume. It speaks volume when a person is a prosecutor, and she sides with the defense. Y'all got to think about those things. Y'all don't think about those things. And that shit is sad. That shit is sad. We got to do better. We got to do better. I'm just saying. We do. So let me see. Let me see. So, when we talk about these things, and we say things like they underage, and the daddy said, I'm going to try to find it. No, because I don't know how to screen share it on here. I don't know how to screen share it on here. Let me see something. Let me see. Oh, who said something about Gerald Griggs? That's coming in the future. Stand up to be counted. That I'm going on Gerald Griggs. I'm going on Gerald Griggs. I told y'all I'm working. I gotta play catch up. I've been gone for 10 days. 10 days recovering. Now that I'm back, whoo, it's so much. Like, damn. So much. So much, people. We have to be a society that we can't just get mad when the police killing our men. We got to get mad at the prosecutor. We got to get mad at the justice system, prisons. We got to get mad at all of it. You can't just say, we can't be putting our men away 90 days before somebody 18. We got other shit we doing. We got people molesting actually elementary school kids. We got those things happening. We got those things happening. You can't say R. Kelly a monster. He a monster. But you taking your damn kid to the monster. Then when the kid is getting hurt by the monster, you want to be like, he hurt my kid. If you're going to claim that he's a monster, that's like going to hell and tell the devil not to be bad. Duh, you in hell. This is what we do down here. We bad. We evil. We lurk, we destroy. That's like going to hell telling Satan, you better be good. He would look at you like you crazy, like, bitch, you know where you at? This is hell. Your soul go burning for eternity down here. Because you did bad. This what we do down here. We the evil spirits. If you wanted to be good, you need to go up there. Because you took a wrong turn somewhere. That's like asking water not to be wet. Or the sun not to be hot. So it don't make no sense. Then you say, oh, he helped little girls. All of them was of age. The judge said it. Underage girls and women. That's what Surviving R. Kelly them said. And women. Women don't want to be accountable for their choices no more. What's your common sense? No, Evolve. Your common sense and research ain't telling you R. Kelly is guilty. You just got your mind made up. And that's okay. That's his right, y'all. But you ain't did no research. You know, I respect people that say, I think all of them should be in jail. I can respect that. I respect that saying. But when people just say R. Kelly, I don't respect that. That's bullshit. And it doesn't have no cultural obligation. See, cultural obligation is when you tell the truth. When you for the culture because you're black, and when you know when to be against the culture because you're black. You got to have cultural obligation. You ain't got no cultural obligation. You need not talk that shit. You can't hear this man saying shit out of his own mouth, and you don't think he should be responsible and be accountable too. That's not being realistic. So it's not because you're researching common sense. You just got your mind made up, and that's the team you on. Call it like you see it. You don't know if he knowingly. This is what you failed to realize. The girl in Surviving R. Kelly said she lied about her age. Azriel said her parents told her to lie about her age. Aaliyah put the wrong age on the marriage license, supposedly. You can't say that. You can't say that, Evolved. You can't say that. You're not being fair. You're being shallow. That's hypocrisy at its best. That is strictly hypocrisy. That is very mature. I hope R. Kelly get a fair trial, and I hope he be set free at the same time. He does not need to be accountable for various reasons. Absolutely. That is fair. Now that's fair. Urban Opinionated is fair. That's some fair stuff right there. That's fair. See what I'm saying? And then you know what we do? Aaliyah said something totally different, but I'm not gonna even go there with Aaliyah. But I am gonna go there, but just not tonight. But what I don't like what y'all do, Evolve, is there's many videos of Aaliyah saying something contrary to what y'all saying or the law is saying. And y'all want to call this woman a lie upon her demise and her mama a liar and all this and that. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. Before she died, she denied it. And that ain't being respected because she didn't say the narrative that y'all want. That ain't right. That ain't right. That's hearsay. Shady had a point. Shady said if R. Kelly like young girls, why everybody lying about their age? Hello. There you go. There you go. Why you got to lie about your age if R. Kelly like young girls? That's Shady Kells for life. You said you didn't spoke the gospel. That's true facts. If I like young girls, then why y'all got to lie about your age? Why the parents got to tell them to lie about their age? Huh? If I like young girls, why they ain't nothing but young girls? Why is a mixture of people of grown women? That don't make no sense. That breaks, to me, the prior bad acts. Because if you trying to say he had sex with underage girls, Epstein had a slew of them. There was no older women. Epstein had a slew of underage girls. R. Kelly is a mixture of everybody. And then the ones that's young saying they lied about their age. It's a question that them lying about their age. That's shady. Good one. Good one. What about the real marriage certificate? You mean the one that was annulled? With the fake age on it? Anytime a document has something that's inconsistent like that, null and void. You mean the very law that he went in the courthouse and got annulled? Ain't the courthouse is the place where they uphold the law. I wonder why the judge ain't put him in jail then. The annulment judge or whatever they call that. You not supposed to be able to go to court on something breaking the law. How do they do that? Nobody asks these questions. Damn. People just want to support their belief. Ask some common. You said you common sense, Evolve. Ask some common sense questions. Well, if he married her and it was annulled, then why didn't the judge put him in jail then if he was a grown-ass man supposed to be marrying somebody underage like that then? Why didn't he say, why did you marry her? You know you too old. You doing this. Why wasn't it a conviction right then? The law, they're supposed to uphold the law there. You cannot go into a courthouse breaking the law. None. Most 40-year-old guys won't even fuck with a 21-year-old. Definitely not an 18-year-old. Yes, they will. They may not have a relationship with them, but they'll trick with them. Yes, they will. Most of the times, Evolve, at that age, they ain't, I don't want to call nobody no hoes, but back in the day, using street term, you just called them hair and nail hoes back in my day. Because we didn't have all this designer stuff, so a lot like that anyway. So just getting your hair and nails done and the man paid for it, or older man doing that and throw you some change. They was hair and nail hoes then. They was tricking on. And no, you can't be my woman, because that's it. But if I just want a quick pop off, yeah, they was doing it all the time. All the time. They were doing it all the time. At the Bunny Ranch, they were 18, centerfolds at 18 years old. Men were hanging them up all upside down in their man caves. Yeah, Evolve. They were doing that. Hugh Hefner was knocking them down. A lot of them. He had all the money. They was hanging around him. They didn't care. Like R. Kelly, they didn't care. I don't understand why y'all not even mad about Hugh Hefner, but y'all mad about R. Kelly. He had 15 girlfriends at once. And they was 18. You got to be 18 if you want to join. And they was coming to join. And the parents, when their daughters was accepted as a Playboy bunny, was excited for her to walk around Skippy with some bunny ears and a bow tie. Now the Me Too movement came. Y'all acting brand new. Y'all acting like y'all didn't like them bunnies. And y'all acting like y'all didn't like them Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Y'all saw hypocrisy Evolve. The hypocrisy in this shit. Stop with that shit. The Spittinfire, I'm going to come back at you every time. I don't know why you even tried. They was. When they daughters made it, they was, I'm a Playboy bunny. And they would have big parties and mamas and daddies was happy. They was happy that their daughters was Hugh Hefner's girlfriend. I'm one of the girlfriends. See Stimmer hits? You see what I'm saying? They was all on your wall and shit. Come on now, with them shorts on and all that, y'all. Man, people be lying, y'all. Y'all lie to y'allself. Y'all just don't like this man. It ain't got nothing to do with these goddamn women. Nothing to do with them. Oh, they was underage and they was this. 3 months before she 18. Come on, y'all not that fucking upset. Aaliyah said it didn't happen, and then y'all said, well, she lying. But y'all ain't nobody talk about her career started from him, though. Nobody want to talk about that shit, though. She got a career out of it. I don't give a damn if they did. She got a career out of it. Nobody want to talk about that shit, though. Nobody want to talk about how Timberland said he was in love with her, though. Nobody want to talk about the rumors that Jay-Z was liking her, too. Nobody want to talk about those things. Nobody want to talk about Jay-Z supposed to have been dating Foxy Brown. Nobody want to talk about those things, but y'all just want R. Kelly. Because of the rumors. Y'all just want him, you see. Y'all so fake with the shit. Y'all fake with the shit. Y'all so fake with the shit. I know a girl said, well, he said he was in love with her, but he didn't touch her. Yes, but if you want to sit up there and protect young women, the fact that you went on national TV to say that you were in love with her, you were in love with her. All this is allegations with R. Kelly. You came flat out and told the world, Timberland said that he was in love with Aaliyah, and this is why he married his wife, because she looked like her. And y'all want to be brand new with the shit. This is what y'all do. This is how y'all do things. I don't understand it. But let me go ahead and get on off of here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to come back with some more. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate every last one of y'all. I even appreciate Evolve coming around, getting us riled up, and having that respectful debate. Shout out to Evolve. Okay, he has a right to feel the way he want to feel. Hopefully, he will be able to be realistic and say, okay, if I believe this man guilty, then a whole lot of other people should be guilty and go to prison as well. All right? You know what I mean? Because if all of them ain't going to be going to prison, then R. Kelly should be free. That's just the bottom line. That's just the way it is. And then this is not out of our mouths. This is not just believing his innocence or guilt or whatever. This is out of the mouths of the people who making these allegations that I proved tonight on these video clippings. This is coming out of their mouths or their loved one mouths. Not of Spittinfire, not of Team Kales, not of supporters, not of R. Kelly. This is coming out of their mouths. This was not intending to sabotage, to bully, to slander anyone. This is what they said themselves. The power of social media. All right. Thank y'all.